Okay, we are starting to learn how to use our imaginations. So the first thing I like to understand is who is this piece going to be about? Where is it going to be? When? Why is it happening? What is taking place? And how is this possible? So it's the who, what, when, where, why, and how. These types of questions are things that you need to answer before you start creating a piece. So I like to do fantasy art. So a piece that I am working on is from the Grimm's type fairy tales. It has to do with Maleficent. Now, because Maleficent is before 1923 or 1927, it is not copyrighted. So I can do my own version of that. So it is Maleficent that I'm focusing on. Where do I want it? Well, Maleficent and those legends come from Europe, and usually Northern Europe. So it's going to take place in Northern Europe. When? Usually the 1300s is the time period. Why is this taking place? Well, the why is that, you know, you look up the story, and she is actually a fairy who curses Aurora. And what is taking place in this piece? I will always like drawing dragons. So, and she actually turns into a dragon. So I'm probably going to have a dragon in this piece with Maleficent. How is this taking place? Well, it goes back to the fact that she uses magic. So I'm probably going to have some type of form of magic in the piece. She's like conjuring the dragon, or the dragon has appeared because she's summoned it. So those are all the things that I need to know before I actually create my piece. So I know it's Northern Europe, so I'm going to do like a castle type of scene, 1300s, so it's probably going to be like the outfit and what she's wearing. Why? She's a fairy and she curses Aurora, so she might have wings, I don't know, because she is a fairy. And then what is taking place? She's summoning a dragon, so my dragon will probably be in the background, and then some type of magic will be in the piece. So now that I know all of that, now I can come up with my composition. So before I want to commit to doing a really large piece, I want to understand how everything's going to fit. So the way artists do that is by using thumbnails. And these are just little boxes that you draw. You know, a couple of them are good. I usually do 3 or 4 for every piece. And what this allows you to do working this small is to figure out, how do I want to arrange everything? So I know that I want to use depth and perspective in my piece. So by perspective, I would have a horizon line, vanishing point, and I would have some type of composition like that. It allows me to break up the space and figure out where things are going to go before I actually draw it. So I know I need the dragon in there. So the dragon's pretty big, so I probably would draw, you know, a big shape for the dragon. The dragon head is there. Maybe Maleficent is conjuring the dragon and it's behind her. So then I would have her here. And it's very simple, very rough. And then maybe she's like holding a staff or something. I draw the staff here. And then his wings. So then that gives me an idea. Maybe she's like standing on a castle like ledge. Like rocks. But it allows me to come up with what it might look like before I actually start getting into details and drawing it. You know, is the space all taken up? Notice that one area is not being taken up more than another. And that's called balance. You know, his tail is coming back here like that. But that looks like a pretty good composition to me. And then I do a couple of them. Maybe I want her, maybe I want to do like an X type composition. And then maybe the dragon is back here, flying down. And then maybe she is summoning it to do something. Maybe she's over here, like summoning it, telling it to do something. And maybe like the castle is over here. Then I can go in and start figuring out what the action, what type of action is it going to be. It's like flying down. So this is how I usually start a piece. Once when I've started the piece, I figured out, well, I like this composition better, then I'm going to do a larger version of it on another sheet of paper and actually start like looking up. Well, I need to know what a dragon looks like so I can look up references for a dragon. I need to figure out like what kind of outfit she's going to be wearing, so I need to look that up. You know, it's in Europe, so maybe it's in England or Germany or something. So I can look up castles that are from England or Germany or one of those places. So I know how to draw like the details of the castles.